Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? This is Jeff from BKJMac TV, and this is the BKJMac Live Experience Podcast, and this is episode number 41. Episode 41. This is also a sad episode for me as well. It's an emotional one. This one hit me pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it this morning on the headlines, I thought it was fake news. I thought it was some website, some unknown website trying to get clickbait and whatnot, so I blocked it immediately. I didn't believe it. I thought it was fake. But when Yahoo Entertainment broke the news, I was shocked. I was taken aback by it. I just couldn't believe what I had just read. Anybody that's anybody know that in 1993 the mighty Morphin Power Rangers came on Fox Kids. And I remember the time too. It came on at 4:30 on Channel 5. 4:30 on Channel 5. It was either 4 or 4:30 on Channel 5. And I remember I watched the first episode. I was like a little kid, and I couldn't believe I remember it. I was like so little, and I remember watching it. And I remember growing up on it, the Power Rangers. And the man, and Jason David Frank, who played the White Ranger, but before that played the Green Ranger, captured by Rita because she was trying to get access to the command center and get at Zordon. So she created the Green Ranger and kidnapped Tommy, and Tommy became the evil Green Ranger. The goal was to destroy the Megazords, destroy the whole realm of the Power Rangers, and make it easier for Rita to take over the Earth. Really, Angel Grove. And when you look at it, the world was introduced to Jason David Frank, a very charismatic, very tall, handsome actor. He had so much energy, was very funny, very witty, just tough. He had this toughness about him on screen. And then when he did the martial arts scenes with Jason, one of my favorite characters on the show, when they went back and forth, the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger, who was the strongest, I was like, man, this is so awesome. I remember being so hyped and so caught on when I was watching the series. Anybody was watching the Power Rangers in the early 90s, and a lot of people were watching it because it was either Jason the Red Ranger or Tommy the Green Ranger. Tommy had his own dinosaur, the Dragon Zord, and he always played that flute and the sword, and he played a tune, and the Dragon Zord came out of the water, and it was like the Dragon Zord. I remember this episode where there was a scene and he jumped into went to the Megazord when it was formed together with the other Power Rangers, and he opened the door, and then he said, "I'm here to destroy the Power Rangers." And they were like, we were shocked. I was like, I just couldn't believe what I was watching. He came in and then attacked the Power Rangers inside the Megazord, and basically he kicked them out of the Megazord. And it was like, I just couldn't believe it. It was just so dope. The visuals were so dope. Jason David Frank, better known as Tommy on the Power Rangers, played such a remarkable character. He really went in and really transformed that role. It was awesome. It was extraordinary. I remember when they did the movie, The Power Rangers, the movie, 1995. I saw that as a kid too. And it was just so amazing. It was so amazing. It was so dope. Then that's when he became the White Ranger, because the power coin that he formed as the Green Ranger was gone, and he was becoming the White Ranger. Zordon had basically said, we came up with a new power coin, and then they were trying to figure it out, and then Tommy came. That's when Tommy got reintroduced, and he became the White Ranger, and he became the new leader of the Power Rangers. It was just so awesome. And when the original characters who played Jason, Zach and Trini, and God bless Trini's soul, because she died in 2001 from a car accident. When they left the show in 95, Jason, the real life Jason, he was able to continue on the show and lead the show for many years to come. And it was sad, man. It was sad. His death, it hurt so much. It hurt so much when I found out about it today. You know, anybody was watching the Power Rangers. Anybody was watching the 2 Power Rangers movies that he started in 95 and 97. I believe it was 97 that came out, or 98. It's actually 98. I think it was 98. That's when it came out. And they were watching it. It was a dope. I think it was just a dope experience. It was a dope ride. You know, he did other things outside of Power Rangers. He did mixed martial arts. He was an MMA fighter. You know, he was always there within the world of the Power Rangers and the MMA world. This guy was just a brilliant man. Awesome man. You know, I always wanted to meet him because he was just so awesome. This guy was just awesome. Extremely awesome. And the fact that he passed away, you know, it was sad. It was really, really sad. And I just couldn't believe it. It was an article I'm going to share with you guys from TMZ. I'm not a big fan of TMZ at all. I think they are a slime bag of a trash media company. But I'm just going to read you from an article from here. And this is in memory of Jason, who played the greatest Power Ranger ever on television. Walter Jones, who played the Black Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, tells TMZ he was an inspiration to so many people. His presence will be dearly missed. It's so sad to lose another member of our Ranger family. He adds, Jason was one of the biggest pranksters on the show. He had a wild sense of humor. We had our shares of ups and downs, but I stayed consistent about being an ear if he needed one. My prayers go out to his family and all that will miss him. And it's true. It was there for him. I didn't know what he was going through. No one didn't know what he was going through. Oh, man. Jason David Frank, one of the original Power Rangers, has died, TMZ has learned. The actor and mixed martial arts artist died in Texas, according to his rep, Justine Hunt. Sources with direct knowledge tell us his death was the result of a suicide. And that personally hurt right there. JDF is best known as Tommy Oliver from the original run of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers franchise, dating back to the Kids series debut in 1993, when he was introduced as one of the 6 crime monster fighting superheroes, maxed head to toe with kung fu skills. Fans will remember he started out as the Green Ranger in Season 1 and introduced as the enemy of the Power Rangers, only to do a 180 and become good. After his powers start to deteriorate, however, he's turned into the White Ranger and tapped as the new leader of the group. Frank started as the one of the leads for 3 seasons, totaling 123 episodes. Frank went on to reprise his role as Tommy in several adaptations of Power Rangers, including Wild Force, Turbo, Zero, Zeo, Dino Thunder, Mega Force, Ninja Steel, Hyper Force, and more. He's been a Red Ranger, a Black Ranger, and a Green Ranger anew. JDF is a fan favorite Power Ranger, which is why he's returned to the franchise time and time again. His on-screen fighting abilities translated into the real world. Frank was a professional trained MMA brawler who was well versed in everything from Tijuana, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and others. He fought professionally for a time from 2008 to 2010. He's survived by his 4 children. Jason's rep, Justine, tells TMZ, please respect the privacy of his family and friends during this horrible time as we come to terms with the loss of such a wonderful human being. He loved his family, friends and fans for very much. He will be truly missed. Frank was 49 years old. Rest in peace. I'll read this disclaimer out here. If you or someone you know is thinking about suicide, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988. Again, 988 for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Overall, this was sad. This was really sad. You know, for anybody to take their own life is very, very sad. You know, it's sad and emotional. You don't know what a person is going through in their own personal life. Everybody's life is different. You know, one person can have it all and one person doesn't have it all. And you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what emotional trauma they're dealing with internally. And they're trying to put up a strong face on the outside. You don't know. You could have everything but be extremely sad on the inside. You know, you don't know. You know, some say, is it weak to do that? You don't know. That's people's opinion. All I know is whenever a person feels sad in this world and they feel like, you know, it's time for them to go, they should reach out to other people to help them not go down that path, because it's just hard. It's extremely hard, you know. Because life is so hard, and life is full of tough and extreme tough circumstances. But if people love you, if you got people that will stand beside you and they keep you up, music, entertainment, friends, family, loved ones, then in your own way, in your own space, you could figure out how to make it through and get to that finish line. That's one thing as humans, we keep on fighting. You know, sometimes the fight gets too hard to deal with at times. And he was a special man. Jason David Frank. He was a special man, a strong man. You know, he's in a better place right now in heaven, looking down. You know, maybe it was his time in a sense for him to go. You never know. You never know. But we remember his legacy, his work, and his energy that will be forever translated in the works of the Power Rangers, MMA, for us to remember forever. And that's what we take, and that's what we hold on to. You know, that's what we'll always have of Mr. Jason David Frank, better known as Tommy on the Power Rangers. Thank you and so much for the great work that you did on screen, for entertaining me, for entertaining every little kid in 1993 and around the world for many, many years. God bless your soul, brother man. God bless your soul. As we love you and will always and always remember you always. Peace, love, and God bless. Amen.